I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. And this is an exclusive Patreon only membership videos where you will get some interesting takes on Vedic astrology, some interesting learning on Vedic astrology, which I can usually will not upload on general YouTube platform. So that will help me grow as a channel, and that will help me take care of the cost of production of this YouTube channel and the other two channels that I have, Punneit Astrology Hindi and Lifetime Soul. Connect with me on Patreon and we will grow, and I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Mercury, the fast-moving planet, will move in the sign of Scorpio on 21st of November and will continue in the sign of Scorpio till the afternoon of 10th of December. Approximately 20 days of transit. But this transit is very unique. Let's try to find out what this Mercury has to offer. And before that, do not forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss another update and you and me can stay connected. It's the subscription that lets you and me stay connected. Also, share your views and suggestions in the comment section below. If you want to take my consultations, you can drop me an email. The email ID is in the description box below. Let's begin with Mercury transit in the sign of Scorpio. On 19th of November, there will be a lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus, and Sun and Ketu will be very close in the sign of Scorpio. Then, couple of days later, two things happen. One, Mercury moves from Libra to the sign of Scorpio. On the other hand, Jupiter alongside moves from Capricorn to Aquarius. Now that is something very unique. Earlier, Mercury and Jupiter was square from each other, Mercury being in Libra, Jupiter being in Capricorn. And now Mercury goes in the Scorpio, but Jupiter goes in the Aquarius. This Jupiter-Mercury square energy is actually quite beneficial for investments, for business purpose, for the world market. But when Mercury enters the Scorpio zodiac sign 2 days after the lunar eclipse, it finds Sun and Ketu going hand in hand, hardly couple of degrees apart. And Mercury in the first 8 degrees will have to cross the energies of both Sun as well as Ketu. This means you need to be very, very careful about how you communicate. This is a Scorpio zodiac sign. So definitely Mercury in Scorpio will think about investments. That means closing one chapter, beginning another chapter. Pulling out money from one investment, reinvesting that money to someplace else. So whenever this kind of transaction is happening in your life, you need to be ultra careful, because if your emotions are the trigger of this transaction, then that transaction can give you some negative output. See, the Scorpio zodiac sign is actually a zodiac sign of secrecy. It's a zodiac sign of transformation. Sun and Ketu is already there. That means your energy, your soul is already in that zodiac sign. So you will love secrets, you will love mystery. This is the right time to insure your life. This is the right time to buy insurance. This is the right time to plan your future. This is the right time to invest for retirement. This is the right time to plan your family's future, securing things. Scorpio zodiac sign is third from the Virgo zodiac, whereas it is sixth from Gemini. Third from the Virgo, sixth from Gemini, which are actually third and sixth houses. So definitely it will bring transformation in the way the work will happen, especially if you are a Scorpio moon sign, Scorpio ascendant. If you are a Virgo moon sign, if you are a Gemini moon sign, then you will see transformation in the way you work, transformation in the way you approach towards your career, and that should be good. Mercury will give you the necessary data, necessary information. The only thing, the lack of confidence can actually stop you from reaching your goal, and you need to be very confident, you need to be very assertive in your actions, you need to be very sure and confident. If you are feeling that your data is not enough, if you are feeling that the data is there but you don't know how to join the dots, then you will need astrological help that you can take from any learned astrologer or a learned person of that field. Any suggestion will help in this time frame. Remember that the house which is 12th from Mercury will be aspected by Jupiter. So this is the time where you will try to make yourself financially very much secure, which is not a wrong thing. But after 5th of December, Mars will join this position. And when Mars joins the position from the next 6-7 days, it can create anger response. It can create issues, especially with the in-laws. It can create issues or fight between brothers. The ego fight can increase. So when you're talking, when you are venting out, when you are trying to talk negative about things, you need to be very careful about the consequence of your action, especially if the talk is within the family or with the if the communication is with the spouse. If you're handling public money, you should be very, very careful at this time frame, because Mercury, when it will cross Ketu, remember, any planet who crosses Ketu has to deliver some energy to Ketu. It's like there is a energy source and there is a sink in between. Whenever that energy source crosses over the sink, Ketu will absorb the energy of Mercury. The best way to handle the Mercurian energy at this time frame is praying to Bhagwan Ganesha. Chanting Ganesh Kavach will be one of the best way to protect yourself from any negativity coming out of this particular transit. Because see, Mercury is a short planet, it is a planet of intellect, it's a planet of information, data, and Moon is getting corrupt because of the Rahu and the eclipse. So when mind and brain both are not in sync, and when there is Sun and Mars also involved, that means this is the time frame when you should be very silent, very calm. This is a turbulent time, emotionally turbulent time for most of us. So what you should do, you should just go easy on your life. If you try to push hard, then that can create negative output that can frustrate you, because Ketu is a planet that is like trailing behind. It's like you are moving too fast and you don't know what you're leaving behind. That is why chanting Ganesh mantra will reduce the ahamkar, negative ahamkar, tamasic ahamkar. It will reduce the tamasic forces, and if you are facing any tantra or paranormal issues, that will also be protected in this time frame. Also, Ganesh Atharva Shirsh will be a brilliant stotra to start your day, because that will fill your day with a lot of positivity and it will confirm that your day will be positive and your day will be productive. Now, when Mercury is in Scorpio and being third from the sign of Virgo, that means skin related issue can suddenly flare up at this time frame. So people who are already facing skin related issue should be careful. Use of oil is required at this time frame, and try to hydrate yourself, try to drink plenty of water, and try to go as natural as possible. Mercury is also nervous system and brain. So sudden inflammation of spine or brain can be seen in certain section of people who are facing a negative Mahadasha, Antardasha, especially if you are in 6th Lord Mahadasha or 6th Lord Antardasha. Then these kind of situation can come up. Regular yoga, pranayam and Nad Brahma meditation, Nad Brahma pranayam will actually help you expand your consciousness, and holistic lifestyle is the way out here. Now, when third lord is in the 8th house, third lord from the Kalpurush, then definitely it means that you will have to invest before you get anything. This transaction involves you to be a giver before you get anything. So start being a giver, start donating, start putting your efforts, and wait for the right time to get your karmic result. Those who will be seeking a quick response from life, a quick output from life, if it is not confirmed by your own horoscope, it can backfire big time, it can make you frustrated, it can put you into a position where you're going for a self-doubt. So the soul, Mercury is mind, brain, and this will create a nervous response where anxiety, where nervousness can come into picture, and this self-doubt will create lack of self-worth, and you will start questioning your own actions, your own existence. The only way to handle this is going to the path of spirituality, striking right balance. And also you have to observe that a day before Mercury moves out to the sign of Scorpio, Sagittarius, Venus goes to the sign of Capricorn. That means Venus continuously makes its position second from Mercury, and the future is not the kind of future where you will get place to flex your arms, place to flex your power, especially from the financial side. This should be dealt in slightly conservative manner, and high risk should be avoided at all cost, especially if you are having a kundli where your moon or Mercury is corrupt. Then definitely you will have to be very, very careful at this time frame. But people with exalted Mercury, like Mercury in Virgo, people with Rahu Mercury combination, people with Buddhaditya Yoga will actually benefit out of this Mercury transit, because this time Mercury will bring transformation. Because see, Mercury is kind of neutral. Mercury is like information. Information can be good, information can be bad, but Mercury is only pure information. It's a data. In Scorpio, it starts relaying the information from the natural 8th house. It starts relaying the dark side of life. You will get to know all the negativity. Then at this time, if you try to bring positivity, that will counter the negativity that is circumstantial. So that is why chanting the Ganesh mantra, listening to bhajans and meditating and listening to affirmations, letting yourself know your good points is going to be one right way to handle any negativity that will come, which is common. Every one of us faces some or the other negative situation in life. Also, reading books, writing books will be one good way to vent out your emotion. Instead of venting out in front of a person, if you just write it down before you say or before you speak, that will change the tone when you will actually speak, and that can actually change the output of the karma. Overall, this is a positive transit, and this is a transformative transit, especially from the world of banking and finance. But I will say, if you walk carefully, this Mercury transit should give really good results. And if you control your anxiety, if you control your nervousness, you will be in a much better situation to take confident decisions, and don't fuel your ego by wrong data. That is one more thing I would like to add here. Any wrong data coming from any random source can fuel your ego, and that can flare up your response to situations, especially situations with brothers, situation with cousins. You need to be very careful, because this can make or break relations. Overall, if you handle this kind of energy with a lot of positive attitude and without ahamkar, tamsik ahamkar, then you will see that you will be doing just fine, and Mercury transit will only give you positive and good results. So that was a quick take on Mercury transit in the sign of Scorpio. I hope you like, and if you like, please subscribe the channel, share the video among family and friends. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, namaste.